I'm Kaye, and I'm a late bloomer. Because today's Mother's Day, and I have doted on my purple cabbage like a mothering hen, I wanted to share with you the saga of my purple cabbage. I'm also going to cut my first cabbage, ever. Like, in my life. First, number one. It all started back in February when I planted 2 purple cabbage seedlings in the parkway where 2 cauliflower were. There's something very sculptural about making these mounds. I knew that sculpture class in college would come in handy someday. The center is plant food and compost, and the rest is my very adobe soil, sifted for rocks and to fluff it up. I sort of forgot about them for a few weeks while I got my garden going. By mid-March, there was trouble. Something is eating the leaves of my purple cabbage. The plant right next to it looks untouched. I just don't know if the damage from whatever's eating this has infected the inside, whether I should just dig it up and start over or give it some more time. It would be different if I had a whole row of cabbage, but I have 2. I decided I couldn't stand the idea of winding up with 1 purple cabbage, so I'm planting a row. I use a layer of alfalfa at the bottom of the hole to create better drainage. I was on my 6th seedling when neighbor Sophia dropped by to put on the finishing touches.
The birds will be happy.
Yes, you want to do some more? The very next day, my friend Paula and I found cabbage worms. They're tiny, but they can do a lot of damage. You gotta be vigilant. Next up, aphids. 10 days later, I saw the leaves curling up and I knew what was hiding inside. This time, eggs, larvae, and hatched. My neighbor CL explained how they got there.
Aphids are food for ants. The ants sense that, and then they pick up the aphid eggs, carry them up there, and then they wait till they mature, and then the ants eat them. So it's food for the ants.
I'm going to take his advice and spray them. I use a drop of plant-based dish soap in water. I should have done it sooner. Did I say be vigilant? These leaves are so tender you barely touch them and they rip. That was kind of gross, so I brought out the big gun. A soapy cotton swab. Let's see if there's anything hiding in this leaf. What's left of it. Yeah. There's a couple. Yep, see? All right, last one. Let's see if we got anything in here. Yep. This is a telltale sign. When you see the leaf curling over like that, you know underneath is trouble. Aphid eggs. I just sprayed this plant day before yesterday. You've got to be vigilant. I just said that. Didn't I say that? Now it's the middle of April. Every one of these little guys that I just planted about a month ago has some serious damage on 1 or more leaves, but they're growing. My neighbor Larry was out walking his dog after an April shower just when I spotted a snail on my cabbage. What were you saying about snails a second ago?
I think this guy had his friends out munching on your leaves. They like the moisture. When we walked down here this morning, walking the dog, at 7 o'clock or so, and it was still wet, We saw a number of them on the sidewalk.
Oh, really? They're making tracks. Let's see what this one's doing down here.
I think he's escargot. Sheep.
I think he's eating my dinner. Oh, Lordy. Oh.
You know, you plant a garden
Boy.
and you're just asking for creatures.
Speaking of night creatures, the best offense against snails and slugs that I've found is nightly patrol with a flashlight and rounding them up. I was vigilant. Well, somehow we made it to today. Is that a beauty or what? And purple's my favorite color. Let's clean it up and see what we've got. It takes massive leaves. Look at the size of that. To support this vegetable. One-shot vegetable. One seedling, one vegetable. Looks kind of pretty. I think I'll leave that on there. Here's my cabbage. Chinese cabbage slaw, made out of my first red cabbage. Let's take a taste. It's good. I'm Kaye. I'm a late bloomer. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Today is Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day, and I have babied my cabbages like a... What am I trying to say?